Hi guys, hope you're having a good day, good evening, good night, whatever's going on. Just figured I'd show you my bike and some ride footage. I'm here at a park with no one in the parking lot to look at me like I'm crazy talking to seemingly no one. Um, so I figured I'd show you my bike and what's going on because I guess, well, you wouldn't know I've been building this unless you're a close family friend or happen to be on a Discord server I'm in. So I'll start from the front. Um, Stock wheels. Actually, well, let's start off with this is a Schwinn Riverside. You can see there. But it's a great frame. A great frame for a motorized bike. Big open spot here. It's got a cassette in the back. It's got V brakes, I think they're called, not a coaster brake. So a lot safer. There is some hitches to it, which I'll get to. But anyways, I'll start up here. This is a wireless speedometer I got hooked up to right here, and so it's wireless speedometer. I painted these brake arms because, well, I'll get to that later. But anyways, the whole bike was really rusty, and I mean, you can kind of still see traces of it in various places. Anyways, painted them up. They look great. Got a EAA sticker there, part of the EAA. Got 10,000 lumen headlight, which I'll should probably plug in when I ride. So give me a second here. I usually keep it unplugged because there's a light on the button and I don't want that wearing down the battery. You can see that right here. So I'll turn that on and you can see it's going right now, and you can kind of see there. Anyways, I usually keep it on the lower setting, but I'll probably keep it on the higher setting because it's overcast, typical, you know, Washington weather. And I got my garage door opener here. And this is my cylinder head temperature and RPM and hours, and then no, that's all it is. And then I got my mirror here, and you got me high. I got a phone mount. It's pretty handy. I don't have a really working phone right now, but if I need a map or something, if I'm going on a long trip, I got it here. I just got a phone here because I haven't taken it out. It's a really nice mount. I really like it. I don't remember who makes it. Anyways, some rescue tape here because, as you can see, with the front wheel off with the dual kickstand like that, it'll go against the tank. So that's just scuff protection. Like you can already see, I've scuffed it some, but that was before I had the silicone on. Here's the battery pack for the headlamp, and here's the engine. It's a Predator 79cc, and I have the grubee transmission on it. It's the 5G with the 18 tooth up here, 54 in the back, and it's pretty geared down for a 79cc because usually it's a chain drive with different gearing. Anyways, oh, seeing my gloves. These are Fox Dirt Paws. I had them for my dirt bike, and then I got this, so I just kept them. Very nice. Totally recommend them. Anyways, haven't done much modifications to it, but you can see that I've bypassed the governor. So I've just completely taken out all the arms, all the linkages and stuff. And this winter, I'm going to do some internal stuff to it. I'm going to put a different flywheel on it because, of course, you know, the magnet can explode and come off. Anyways, I've got a different header on it. It's a ROV Mini 91 silencer. It really, well, it doesn't really help much, but I have, I just have some fiberglass up here in the front little section of the muffler, and it helps. It's better than nothing. And I had so many issues. I had a silicone coupler here out to a flow-through can muffler to like here-ish, and then it was an Adel clamp here clamped onto the rack post here, and then onto an Adel clamp on the muffler, and it worked great. I loved it. Didn't reduce power. Sounded great. but I just kept on blowing out couplers. Also, if you look here, it would have to come out, but it would be like that. So what I had is I had it bent, so it would go like that. So it was always burning out right at the bend, and it was getting really annoying. So I figured I'd just get a RLV silencer for it. So the reason this cooling baffle is red, and the reason that it's existing on here, is because with my cylinder head temperature gauge, I found out that with it on, it cools better. It actually cools better because, you know, it's got the forced cooling from the flywheel, and just the air going by the bike, it's just not enough. So I put it back on, and I figured, well, you know what, I'm gonna try it back on, and oh hey, I got this paint I want to try. It's duplicolor metal cast. This is the red one. It makes it look like anodized aluminum, and that's where these are from. Anyways, I figured I'd try it, and it turned out really great, and it's cooling better, so, you know, 2 pluses. So if you have a Predator 79cc or a 212, I know the 212s don't have a cooling baffle here, but they have one on the underside. I recommend leaving them on because it cools better. Anyways, I have a couple parts from AGK. You can see I have their throttle linkage. It's these parts here. This, and this piece here. I have their reworked carburetor, and I'll get to why I got it in a second. But I also have their air filter adapter in there. Uni air filter, uni breather filter, because, you know, of course, you take off the stock box and you need somewhere for the crankcase stuff to go. Crankcase blow-by, I guess it's called. So yeah, this is Helix fuel line, I think it's called. I should probably push it down more on the carburetor. Anyways, don't get this line. I hate it. This is supposed to be red. Obviously, you can see it's pink. This is red. This is red. This is not. And it yellows and stuff, and it's just don't get it. Get a better one. Anyways, this is a 3-liter fuel tank, which is really nice, and it fits the bike look really great. And there's your headlight. Oh, it's got like 7 LEDs or something. I doubt if you can see it. But so, back to the AGK stuff. So the reason I got the reworked carburetor is with the 36-tooth sprocket, which I will get to. With the 36-tooth sprocket, it just didn't have the power it should have, and it was idling like crap, and it really could use more power. So I got this, and as an added bonus, I found out this had an idle mixture right there, idle mixture screw, and my original one didn't have that, which is probably some emissions stuff they gotta do. Anyways, it idled like crap. It wouldn't work. I'd have to put the choke to like right there or something in order for it to work. But anyways, and it started really bad too. This starts so much better. I totally recommend that. And Affordable Go-Karts, you do a great job, I gotta say. I love your website. Your carburetor's great. Yeah. Anyways, moving, let's see, down from here. This is just a standard 4-stroke mounting plate. I got it from Amazon, from King's Motorbikes, and it was slipping on here. It was slipping, well, down on the tube here and down on the tube here, and it was also slipping back, I think. So I just put the bolts at the very back of the sliding, and oh, looks like my video cut out. Okay, so yeah, my camera does this. It like loops over on itself. Anyways, so you'll see right where that happened. There's going to be a weird break in the footage. Anyways, I just have this, so it won't slide back. And the main problem up here with this one is you can kind of see part of a slot there. Long story short, this went way out, and it from the from the factory, I guess. It was just really weird. It wasn't lined up with these studs here, and it was like way far out, and it was only contacting on the corners if it was even contacting. So I just messed with it with a vise and a drill motor, and like, well, kind of a Dremel bit on a drill motor. Going down here, I'll get to the crankset later because I don't want to deal with it. You'll see why. This is a heavy-duty bicycle kickstand from Amazon, from a cycling deal, and it came from Australia actually, which is pretty neat, and it came pretty quick. Anyways, you'll see when I go to actually, you know what? You probably won't, so I'll give you a demo right now. I'll just set you up here, and you can see what it does. Folds up to one side for a like dual side kickstand thing. It's really pretty neat, and I haven't had much issues with it. Move my crank arm so you can see it better. Anyways, it's built really well. It's super strong, and I really like it. So I'll set you back there, and this is how you put it down. Just kind of put my foot there, drag it over, and let my handlebar rest against my tank. So that's that. And the reason I have it set up specifically this way is it was like bending this metal part here, the mount, I guess, on the frame. So I did it this way and put some Loctite in there, and that's why the lock washer's all squished and stuff. But it seems to be working. It hasn't moved in a couple weeks. I guess time for the crankset. I hate this. I absolutely hate it. The bearing retainer on the other side came all apart, and the balls just fell to the bottom of this crankset holder thingy, and it started doing this on me. Well, yeah, I started doing that, and it's been very annoying. Also, another thing I didn't realize is the whole retainer part of the frame here. It's a standard size. It's an American size, I guess. It was a one-piece crank, and you know, it worked. It's a proven method, but what these companies decided to do is to go with a Euro crankset. So that means threaded in bearing races, and so you have to get an adapter for that. That's what this outer ring is, and then the inner one is a jam nut, and the inner one is the bearing race, and it screws in, and the other side has, you know, the other side. And this is a 44-2 sprocket. It's the same one. It's the same size this used to have, so just figured I'd go with that. And it's extended out here, and you can see the crank is like that, and it's not a big deal here, but on the other side, on the transmission side, you can really see it's some pretty close tolerances. I mean, if I had a shorter crank shaft, I guess it wouldn't really work. So, well, that's pretty much it for that side. So let's go back to this side. This here, oh, that's not good. Well, I might have to tighten that. That's not good. Anyways, this tensioner here, I was having issues with chain tension, of course. I originally went tensionerless, but that proved to be an issue because it was scraping here, because you can see it's pretty close. So I decided to eventually go with this. Only reason being, it would go on to the bolt down there for mounting the pulley thing, and it turned out to work. And I'll show you how I adjust it. I reach down here and try not to burn myself on the muffler, and just pull up on it until it gets kind of tight, and then I think this sprocket was lathed out incorrectly, and I'll get to that. So it's So it's kind of going like this on the wheel, so it's varying degrees of tension. So I got to remember to mess with that. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna forget it. I'm just gonna do it right now. So I'll give you some commentary as I'm doing it. It's a little loose here, here, still a little loose. Okay, give you some more. So I'm just gonna pull it up because basically the nut I have on it, it just kind of grips into the aluminum that I've cut out. And the reason I had to cut it out is it was originally meant for a tensioner for where the gear shifter used to go. So in case you wanted to convert a gear shift bike to a single speed bike, you could put this on and it would be chain strung so that, well, it would tension the single speed chain. So that's what it's for. Sorry, I pushed the wrong button there. Anyways, I decided to put it on here because it has a sprocket on it, and it happens to be the same pitch as this 415H chain, which I got from MZ Miami on Amazon, and it really complements the look. It's red and stuff. I really like it. Do recommend it. Anyways, there's no bearing in it, so it's just kind of in there. So I'll probably 3D print a different sprocket or pulley with allowances for bearings, for ball bearings, so it would work better. Anyways, you can see more of it here. I've taken a hacksaw and cut it. Get my finger in that. Yeah, cut it this way, and then I cut one this way. Down there where you can see it's shiny, and seems to work. This is this side of the grubee transmission. You can see it's I've got the spacers in there, but I would really need 2 spacers to complete it, but there's only 1 spacer left. So also the sprocket up here, it's a little bit too thin for the width of this 415 chain. I think 410 chain would work on it nicely, but I didn't get 410 because, you know, big engine and heavy dutiness. So anyways, Mr. Don Grubee, I think that's your name. If you could change that, that'd be awesome. Oh, and I love your transmission. Do keep making them. One thing to note with this belt transmission is it's got a different kind of centrifugal clutch. It's a standard 5/8 shaft centrifugal clutch for, you know, motors like this. You can see it's all pretty normal, but of course it's a belt transmission, so it's got belt teeth, and it engages at 2,500 RPM, but it's really jerky. So until you wear it in some, and also heat it up a little bit, it smooths out some, but it's still there. I usually pedal to help it. I wouldn't need it, but that's just kind of how it is. Also, the post in here, not sure if you can see it, but it's in there. It's just for support of this cover here. It was a little bit long, so I had to cut it down. But the reason I had to cut it down is it had cracked there, and somewhere else, I forgot where it is, but it's somewhere else on this cover, it had also cracked. Anyways, make sure that when you put on this transmission, this part isn't like sticking out. If it is, cut the crossbar thing a little bit shorter, like about 2 millimeters shorter, and it should work great. And you shouldn't have a crack here. And I'm not gonna stop drill it or anything because it's already kind of stop drilled with that slot there. Where was I at? So other side. Oh yes, tensioner. I gotten sidetracked with doing that. Oh, and the reason I'm gonna print a better pulley is because, you know, you saw it had come off, so that can be an issue. I'm sure you would gather that. Anyways, I got a CDH Power 36 tooth sprocket back here. I love it. It looks great. It fits the chain perfectly, and it's meant for a sprocket adapter. I mean, these holes are, Yeah, so I wouldn't use this on a rag joint, but like I'm not sure if it would work right. I don't think it would, but for a sprocket adapter it works great. You know, the countersunk screws just, yeah, great. So I'll go to the other side and show you what I did. So the problem with this hub on the Riverside, it's a 30 millimeter hub, and this is meant for a 1.5 inch hub. That's, I don't know what that is in millimeters, but it's up there. So this is like 1 3/16 inch, I think. So that'll give you that, and this is for 1.5, of course. And these red pieces, these adapters, those are for a 1 inch hub. But what they would really work on is a 28 millimeter hub, and they weren't working on the 30 millimeter hub. So I had to take it to a friend of mine who has a lathe, and we bored it out to like 20. It's like a couple thousandths of an inch smaller than 30 millimeters. And then it was still slipping after that. Oh, I need to go back to the handlebars, don't I? Yeah, I need to go back to the handlebars. Anyways, they were still slipping after that. They were slipping after that. So I had taken some steel wool. That's the lines over there, and wrapped it. I think fireworks are illegal in Kent, dude. And then wrapped it around the red pieces like this. And it seems to work. It slipped once on me, like last week, and it had been working for a couple weeks. Anyways, back to the rust I was talking about earlier. Like when I first got the bike, it was in Las Vegas, and the guy left it outside, and it rains in Las Vegas. And when it rains in Las Vegas, it really rains. So it just looked terrible. So I painted these. Well, I had my dad paint these black, and turned out great instead of the, silver and rust scheme that was on here. So turned out really nice. This is the original tires. And the back one doesn't seem to be wearing down much, but the front one does, and also the brakes are much better on the front one than are on the back. But and so it's kind of reverse of what you'd expect, but anyways, the tires are kind of wearing down. Some threads are starting to show. You can't really see it on this one, but on the front one you can see it. They're just getting kind of old, so I'm gonna get new kind of more road friendly tires, I guess you could say. So let's go back to the handlebars, because I forgot the rest of the handlebars. This here, with the first throttle I had got, I was really disappointed I skimped on the throttle, because as you can see, this is a little big for a normal throttle. This original grip, this is the grip from the original throttle. Oh, you can see the linkage going down there. And one thing that really annoys me about this linkage is, so that's my full throw there, and that's my full throw here. So it's not very much, so it's really sensitive. Anyways, these were the original grips for the original throttle grip set, I guess. And it was the whole thing. It had the cable, had the thing here, and had the grips. It was a little too big, and so I got some friction tape in here. That's what that mound is. And it came with this in it, which is really annoying, and it won't come out. And it was a clamp throttle. It was just like this, except it had a different up here part. But it was clamp on, and then the thread stripped, and then it wouldn't work. And the whole thing was just crap from the factory. It was like a $15 throttle from Amazon. They're probably all going to be the same if you get a $15 throttle. So what I recommend is you do not get a $15 throttle from Amazon. Anyways, this is my shifter. I was originally going to just completely swap out the wheels for a 8-speed rear wheel and better quality front wheel found on my mountain bike that I have. But anyways, I might go to a 8-speed, but this is only 7. So I might go to an 8-speed eventually, but it's really nice because I got the clicker here, and then so I got the increase gear and then the decreased gear here, and I love it. It's a little tough to reach over the throttle link grip body thing, but it works. This here is well, it's my remote for a thing that attaches right here on my seat post, and it's a alarm, and it really comes in handy. If I go to the store, I can just get it out of my bag, which I'll get to my bag. Just pull it out of my bag, clip it on here. Okay, the video just did the thing I explained earlier. It just kind of jumped over. Lock it, put it in my pocket, put the remote in my pocket, go in the store, get what I need, and come back out. Unlock it, unclip it, put it back in my bag. Oh, this is a spring seat. This is basically the same seat as originally came on here, but it was also crap at the time. And I have a suspension seat post too, so you can see the whole thing squishes down, and it's a super comfortable ride. Like the handlebars in the perfect position. This is super great, and it suspends you, and this has like no vibration. Oh, and I don't recommend running avgas in these engines, because 100 octane is a little too much for the compression that this has, and also it doesn't like the lead, I think, either. It didn't like 91 as much either. So 87 is really what it likes. The vibration is gone, and it really likes it. So where was I? Okay, so the rack. The rack is from Amazon. It's supposed to be 115 pound capacity. It really doesn't seem like that. Like this is basically just sheet aluminum here that they've just like crimped together. I wouldn't trust 115 pounds with this one. I know there's ones that have like 2 arms that come down here, but I don't know. If you have one of those, it's probably pretty good. But anyways, nice rack. It actually had instructions for once, which was a surprise, but I do like it. So I guess back to the bag here. Oh, that shouldn't be open. So I have a zipper here, and then this strap thing here, and then a zipper here, and it'll come off of the rack. It's just attached here with Velcro, and it's great. And I have well, I'll show you how it works. I've got a strap for it in here. It'll go on this loop here and this loop here, and you can like carry in the store or whatever. I've got my iPad in here because I don't have a real phone, and I like to listen to music. And I'll show you my helmet, which has speakers in it. That's my GPS in there in case I want to get a GPS speed reading, because my speedometer isn't exactly accurate, but if I get around like 40 miles an hour, you have to add like 1 mile per hour, and then it gets pretty accurate. So I'm going to set you down here really quick and open up my tool bag and show you what I've got in here. So this came from Amazon. It was probably like 20 bucks, I think. I really like it. It's Chinese parts, Chinese tools and stuff. And if you guys could like quiet down, that'd be nice. Anyways, it's got a tire pump, which hasn't failed yet. I do like it. Little patch kit. I've got tire spoons here. This Allen wrench is for the clutch bolt. I threw in some pliers here because I didn't have pliers, and then a crescent wrench because it's a lot easier to carry this than a ton of just wrenches. So that's what I have, and it really comes in handy because this doesn't have everything on it, but it does have lots of stuff in it. Anyways, I'll set you down and then put this back in and start showing you the rest of the bike, which there isn't much, and then on to the riding. So this just goes in there, and this is a great little bag. It's on Amazon. It was like 20-30 bucks. Just fits right in there. Just put my iPad like that. It's an iPad Air 2, so for reference, that's the GPS is really bothering me. Anyways, this just goes right in here and fits great. So that's for reference. Oh, I have a cargo net thing for my rack in this pocket here. It zips up nicely, and then I could put my 1.5 liter reserve fuel bottle on here, which I've had to use once, and I get about 80 miles to the gallon with this, so for reference. This came with my headlight, which is really a great deal because I wasn't expecting it, and it turns out I need a tail light because my alarm thing has a light on it. This is the alarm. It has a light on it. It happens to be dead. Anyways, it has a light on it, but it attaches there, and it wouldn't really work because that's in the way. So it happened to clip just right in here, which is great, and it's really pretty bright. So if I walk back here a ways and pretend I'm in a car looking at my bike, you can see it pretty good. So I'm pretty satisfied with it. Also, my headlight, it also provides some safety for when a car is on the road. This kind of acts as a fender, which is pretty nice. I don't get much stuff on my back. You know, I think that's it. I think that's it for my bike. So let me take off my helmet and show you what we're dealing with. So these came from some $30 headphones. I think they're MPOW or something. They're from Amazon, and there's the controller there, and I've got my speakers in the ear holes, I guess, there. And this is just a helmet from Goodwill. I really wish it had the visor, but it doesn't. It's just a 3/4 motorcycle helmet. Works pretty darn good. So yeah, there's my battery and stuff, and my buttons. Anyways, I think I'm gonna put you in my holder, and we're gonna take this for a ride. So, oh, did I just stop it? No, I didn't. Okay, good. So, okay, fold it back. I think that'll be good. So let me just put my helmet on here, and get my hair in here. My hair is so long, it's really annoying with the helmet, but you kind of live with it. So strapping it up here. Oh, I should probably button up my jacket. Okay, so I'm gonna button up my jacket, and then okay, I'm not gonna button up my jacket. That's gonna be too hard. I haven't had this jacket for long, so I'll take it off the kickstand here and turn the ignition on, and it should start at first pull. If not, well, that's Murphy's Law. Alright, nice, first pull. So let me just check on how you're doing here. Put you right about there. See if you go up a little more. Right there. Alright, so we're just gonna send it. shut off before I get there. So in that case, have a good evening, and thanks for watching. the camera's still rolling, and oh wow, it is. Well, since the camera's still rolling, thanks a ton for watching, and yeah, I'm super glad to share this. It's a great feeling. Thanks a ton for watching. Have a nice evening.